Alright, boys, we are back, and it's time to continue our GM mode commentary with the Vancouver Canucks. We're heading into the free agency of year 3, just about to start year 4. And I was asking you guys in the last video, we got to set goals for our new team. What do we want to do this year? Is it going to be a full-on rebuilding year where we play our rookies? Or should we try and sign some free agents and try to win that Stanley Cup, obviously. That's the goal. More realistic goal for us is just to make the playoffs and try to get by that damn first round, A second round appearance would be a good year for the Vancouver Canucks this year. So for the most part, you guys were saying that, yeah, we should try to make those playoffs this year. So the players that are like in their mid-60s or low 70s, they're still going to be playing in the minors for us this year, all right? So Seth Jones, he's not getting NHL time, just not good enough just yet. Same thing with Anthony Mantha, Pulock, Ville Mackey. I would want to give him top 6 time. I don't want to put him on the 3rd or 4th line. Same thing with Sam Reinhart. So let's give all these guys one more year in the... Drouin is going to play. Drouin is definitely going to play. Tarkey's going to be in the minors. But come next year, hopefully these guys, especially Mackey and Reinhart, hopefully they can really help out our offensive core. But it's still going to be a few years for these guys, especially these 3, Jones, Mantha, and Pulock. Okay? So, what I want to do is, we got to sign the players in free agency. I'll show you guys again what we need. We have the goaltender situation set out, Eddie Lack and Clint Windsor. That's not a problem. Defensemen, we need 3 defensemen, okay? We have Hamhuis, Edler, and Tanev, 2 top 2s and a top 4. We need 1 more top 4 and 2 top 6s, okay? There's plenty of defensemen there, but we can't we can't rely on any of these players down here, Jocelyn, Murphy, Pulock, or Jones, to give us a good chance of making those playoffs. Those guys just ain't good enough just yet. So we need to get NHL-ready defensemen. So at least 3, a top 4 and 2 top 6s. And then when it comes to forwards, you got the Sedin twins and Jonathan Drouin, Kessler, Gerby, and Booth, I guess. Weiss, Cassian, Schrader, right, there's 9. Hansen, Malhotra. If you want to play Malhotra, I don't know if you guys want me to start Malhotra or not. He's still decent defensively as a 4th liner, you know what I mean? Like, if you're running at a salary cap, he can get by on his stats. Yeah, he's nothing special, but he can get by on his stats. So we definitely need that at least one 3rd or 4th liner with the players that we have. Because Schrader can play, yeah. Alright, so we need those 3 defensemen and that 1 forward. Now, hang on one second. I knew this was going to happen eventually. Alright, so we need those 3 defensemen and that 1 forward. So let's go to free agency and see who's available, alright? Now, goaltenders, we don't need anyone, alright? You got Craig Anderson's there. I'm not even going to worry about that. Defensemen, this is the most important thing right now. We need to fill up that defensive core. Now, for the top 4 defensemen, I can either get Marc-Andre Bergeron or Zbigniew Michalek. I don't even know how to pronounce that first name, but Michalek. And you guys were saying this guy for sure. Defensive defenseman. He's got a great defensive category. This guy would definitely go on the penalty kill. Considering I think we have like 3 two-way defensemen in, Tanev, Hamhuis, and Edler. I think a defensive defenseman would be the right choice. And Marc-Andre Bergeron is an offensive defenseman. I don't think I need an offensive defenseman. No, we're okay for that. So, yeah, I think Michalek is definitely the right way to go. Now, we have $17 million of salary cap to work with here. Now, he wants 4 years, which I don't want to give him 4 years. I want to give him like a 1-year deal so that next year I can re-sign him for a pretty good contract on my terms. You know what I mean? Now, 2 years I could do it like that. You know what? If I just give him 7.25. Let me just do some math here. I want Michalek, so that'll be 7.25. So we're already down to like 11 mil. All right. Then I want to get. I think I want to get this Justin Falk guy because he's young and he's got a pretty good defensive category. Yeah, his discipline's not the greatest, but it's not horrible. If I drag this guy down, 4.75. All right. And then Fistrick. Yeah, this guy was the other defenseman I wanted to go after. Younger and a good defensive defenseman. How much did this guy want? Let's see, 2.25. So, 4, 7, yeah, you're pushing it. You know what? No, we can afford that. And then our forward will have to be a 3rd or 4th liner. I don't think we'll be able to get Drew Stafford. But we'll see. So, Michalek, because I want to give him a better contract next year. This year, I don't want to give him 4 years because that may not be a movable contract. So, I'm just going to give him 1 year at 7.25. 4.25. All right, so that next year we can re-sign into a deal that is in favor of us, because he could drop down to like an 83, 82, and if I sign him at like 5.5 mil, I might not be able to trade that guy. So I don't want to get into trouble here. So I'll give you 1 year at 7.25 for McCallick, and there you go. I know what you guys are saying. No, it's way too much. Don't worry, we have the cap space. We can handle it. Falk, I'm gonna give you 1 year at 4.75. There you go. Very nicely done. And Fistrick, we're going to give you a 1 year deal at 2.5. All right. So far we have given how much out? Well, I can't. Never mind. Yeah, I think we have enough. Yeah, I think we should still have enough for around 3.5 million for a forward. All right. So let's see who we could get here. Remember, we just need a third or fourth liner. We don't need that second liner. Now, Drew Stafford, he would be nice because you could put him on the third line, and that would be a really good third liner for this year. But I wouldn't want to give him 3 years, and if I wanted to sign him to a 1 year deal, it's going to be 5 mil. So there's no way that's going to happen for Drew Stafford, all right? Brodziak or Peverly, I think it's going to have to be. Yeah, or Matchek. Let's see this guy. This guy, his name rings a bell. Ooh, defensive awareness 88, discipline 75. He's got a pretty good body checking category as well. Yeah, Spencer, Matchek. Yeah, this guy's got a pretty good category. Let's see, Rich Peverly's 85s everywhere. Good face-off taker. He's more rounded offensively than this Matchek guy. Yeah, but Matchek's got the better defensive category. Peverly's got the better overall rounded out, though. That's oof. And he's also he's a lot older, 6 years older. And last but not least, Kyle Brodziak. Let's see. No, okay. So it's got to be Rich Peverly or this Spencer Matchek. Sorry, excuse me. I think I got to go with Matchek just for the age. I think Peverly is the better player overall, but you're saving a little bit of money here. Peverly wants 3 years. Matchek only wants 1 year. Yeah, I think I can go with Matchek just for the age and the accessibility of this contract. So 2.75 for 1 year, and that should be enough. We should have enough money to keep all those players now. Any young prospect players here that's available? No. Well, we're getting them both. They're both NHL ready though. How about goaltenders? No, I don't need to get that guy. 49 overall. It's not good enough. All right, so let's simulate up here. Let's see if we get the players that we wanted. And while it's simulating, I'm going to blow my nose once again. All right, so we got Mark Fistrick, so that's one of those top 6 defensemen. That's good. Justin Falk, so that's another top 6 defenseman. That's very good. And the McCallick sign. Matchek decided to go with another team. We got to try and get Rich Peverly now. Stop the simulation. Come on. Stop the simulation. Oh, no. All right, so we got McCallick. That's good as well. Come on, Peverly's still available? Yeah, he's still there. And you know what? We could have actually gone after Drew Stafford. I had enough money. I was just being safe about it. Damn, I would have liked that Matchek guy. But whatever. We can go after Rich Peverly now. All right, so I'm just going to give you Rich 1 year. All right, and I can jack up the price a little bit because I saved some money. 1 year at 3.5. There you go. And I don't need Olli Jokinen. Let's just see if there's any other forwards that I could get here. Can help the team out. Chad LaRose. It's not a bad defensive player to get if I run into problems in the playoffs. Clarkson. How good is Clarkson in this game? Discipline 70. Nah, I don't really like that. He should be a lot better. Chad LaRose. I could do that. There you go. At 2.4. 3.5. There you go. No one else is coming after him. He's just a depth player. You know what I mean? Come playoffs and injuries. So let's simulate up here. Let's see if we got Rich Peverly and Chad LaRose for our team. If we do, then we definitely have a roster that should be playoff bound this year. Now, I said that last year about our team, and we completely shit the bed. So Peverly's on our team, and Chad LaRose is on our team. Perfect. And we have $1.7 million of salary cap to work with here, okay? But, I was saying that last year, but I think the mistake that we made last year was putting in Jonathan Drouin at the very beginning of the season, you know? I was trying to, hope for the best. Hopefully this guy could get some points for us and really, propel him to having some great progression, turn him into that franchise player that we hope he will be, all right? But it just didn't work out, and for the first 14 games, we basically got no goals, no offensive production out of that first line, which really hurt us, and then we just couldn't get back on top of that, It didn't matter how many changes we made. It seemed like we'd win one, we'd lose one. We'd win two, we'd lose two, We just couldn't I don't know. He couldn't get the engines going, basically. So it was tough. But I think we could have a better season this year. Now, hang on once again. I got to blow my freaking nose. All right, that's much better. And I guess on a side note, while we're waiting for the simulation right now, the Vancouver Canucks, the real Canucks, they're out in 4 games. I guess Mike Gillis and Alain Vigneault is having the same problem that I had in the first 2 years here in Vancouver. First round sweep. All right, I had the same thing happen in, I think, year 2 with the Dallas Stars. So, yeah, man, the Vancouver Canucks, it seems like in this and in real life, changes have to be made. And changes are going to be made. My goodness gracious. Man, my nose is so stuffy. Jesus. This is ridiculous, man. I can't believe this. Alright, hopefully that's the last one of the video. I want to get at least maybe 1 month of simulating done in this video. I think we can do some quick line changes and just get it done. Hopefully the friggin' stuffy nose goes away, man. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, but you guys already know this by now. Alright, so let us do our line changes. Let's get everyone figured out where they're going to play. AHL, NHL, all that good stuff. And we'll see if we can get a month of simulating done in this video. So, Clint Windsor and Eddie Lack. Yeah, Windsor's going to be the starting goalie this year. Eddie Lack didn't prove to make us into the playoffs last year. So, we'll go at a 2-loss ratio, but Clint Windsor will get the game 1 start, okay? Cousineau can be the starting in the AHL. Yeah, that's fine. Defensemen, Edler, Hamhuis, Michalek, Tanev, Falk, and Fistrick, all right? Much better defensive core now, and we can allow our young guns in the AHL to play and get some experience, all right? Oh, my God. Hang on 1 second again, boys. This is ridiculous. Alright, so defensively, yeah, we're fine right there. It looks a lot better than having those rookies out there. We should be pretty good with that defensive core. And then forwards, we got to, no, you got to send down, I got to bring somebody up. Schrader, you're going to come up. Malhotra, you're going to come up. Alright, Gauntz are going to send back down. Let me just, I have one extra player up here. Let me just go best lines and see who it automatically sits. So it's already sitting Manny Malhotra. Do we have enough centers here? Schrader... See, a face-off taker. Schrader's not really a face-off taker, so, I mean, he could go on the wing instead. Let's see here. The Sedin twins and Jonathan Drouin. All right. Kessler, Gerby, and Booth. Yep. I'm just trying to think. Should it be Schrader, Weiss, and Cassian, or should I get Peverly up there with Schrader? Or Weiss had a pretty good season last year. I'll let Weiss up there. And Cassian. You know what? Playmaker, two-way forward, power forward might not be bad, and then a 2 grinders and a 2-way forward. Yeah, we could try that out. Why not? Because Schrader does have a pretty good offensive category, so get him on the 3rd line. It's not bad. All right, yeah, that looks pretty good, and then Malhotra sits. The only reason I was keeping Manny was a 4th-line center for his face-offs, but we replaced that now. So, yeah, you know what? I think we could sit Manny this year. Defenseman Edler and Hamhuis, yeah, Tanev, Michalek, yep. Falk and Fistrick, yep. Power play. Sedins and Drouin. Alright, Gerby, Kessler, and Booth. Yeah, I'm fine with that. 4-man power play. Sedin twins, Kessler and Gerby. Yep. Penalty kill. Kessler. They're putting Jonathan Drouin on the penalty kill, really? Holy shit, his defensive awareness is up to 93. No wonder. Yeah, some shorthanded goals from Jonathan Drouin, hopefully, this year. Yeah, we'll try him out on the PK with Kessler, and then Sedin and Weiss. Yeah, we'll just go with the best lines from the start of the year and see what happens. Alright? Yeah, that's all fine. And in the AHL, you know what? Is there anyone sitting that I don't want to sit? Let me just make sure. Peckham, no. No, everyone's playing. Let me just bring up the players that I want. Mantha, Tarky. Well, Tarky's kind of... Well, yeah, Tarky instead of Sterling. There you go. Reinhardt, there you go. Gauntz, yeah. Because pretty much the prospects are Reinhardt, Mackey, Jensen, Mantha, Tarky, and I'll just put Gauntz in here. Why not? So there you go. Jocelyn, yeah. Seth Jones and Pulock. All right. Then Subban and Murphy. Yeah, that's fine. And, yeah, that's all fine right there. We'll just leave that the way it is. All right. Very nice. Yeah, because I want to get some simulating done in this video. So we've done all that. So, yeah, we'll start the simulation. We'll get 1 month of simulating done in this video. All right. Hang on 1 second here. Alright, so before we get the simulating started, let's just send my scout out for 1 month. Sorry, we will go the CHL as always, start in the WHL. Yeah, we'll start in the WHL. For forwards, sure, why not? 6 weeks, there you go. Okay, I didn't make the playoffs last year, so I don't think I turned on injuries, but let me just check. Yeah, they're still off. All right, so that's good. We've got everything figured out. Yeah, we're good to go. So let us start this simulation. We will do a month at a time. Let me just get through the preseason and 2-loss ratio, okay? Starting with Clint Windsor. So I want to get off to a good start last year. Remember, the Achilles heel for us last year was that bad start. And then, we really couldn't get back on top of it. But I felt like if we had a better start, then that would have been a lot better. No, I don't want to give up my first-round pick for a third rounder and a Hemmenegger defenseman. No, we're fine, all right? So preseason going pretty good so far, but preseason doesn't mean anything. This is the year that Jonathan Drouin can do something, all right? He's got a real good chance at doing something this year. And, he's actually, since that defensive awareness is up at 93, I don't imagine that he's going to be hurting that first line in plus minus, you know what I mean? Because the Sedin twins are pretty good defensively, and now Jonathan Drouin is pretty good defensively. I don't think any of them are good at body checking, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I want to see that line get at least like 70 points each. They can definitely do it, man. They can definitely do it. So yeah, let's just get this started. Let us get this started. So, 2 games at home, Chicago and Phoenix. Let's see what Clint Windsor does for us. Oh my God. First game of the season. At least it's an overtime loss. All right, we got 4 goals, but our goalie let in 5. There you go. And our goalie comes back with a solid win that game too. All right. So let's just get above 500, get some space so that we can afford to have some losses happen. All right, so there's 2 losses there. So we weren't able to win more than 1 before we had to switch our goalie. So that's never good news, but gonna have to roll with the punches here. Let's see what happens. And, of course, I gotta blow my nose again. This is becoming a problem, man. This is an issue. I gotta figure this out. This is crap. All right, so Eddie Lack 1-1. Just keep it going. We're just going to do 1 month of simulating just to see what our power play, our penalty kill, and all the individual stats based on the lines are, just so we can get, a good, I don't know, you guys can make some opinions based on the lineup that we have. And Eddie Lack, Laddie's coming in, all right, the veteran goalie right now. All right, he was our goalie last year. He had some good games, but just, again, we couldn't get that engine going. It seemed like every time we won, we lost. We matched our wins with our losses, basically. Come on now, boys. There you go. Create some separation. A much better start than last year already. All right, much better. All right, there's another loss there for Eddie Lack, so we're going back to Clint Windsor. I would love it, Windsor, if you could just finish off the month now, okay? Just get through the end of the month. No problem whatsoever. How many games are remaining? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more games in this month, all right? Let's see you get at least 2 wins. Come on now, Clint. Come on now. I'm just going to run with him no matter what. I'm just going to run with him, even if he loses 2 in a row here. Let's just get this month done. All right, of course, he loses the first one. Yeah, forwards. We'll go to the OHL. There you go, 6 weeks. Perfect. Yeah, there's the first loss. You know what? If he loses this game, I'll go back to Eddie Lack. Yeah, I won't lose games just for the sake of losing games here. Come on now, boys. Get on top of 500, man. We're actually below 500 right now if you counted the overtime losses. There you go, finally. All right, come on. Start winning some games, man. We got a good team out there. We got a playoff-bound team. I know we do. All right, I know we do. There you go. There's another win. Come on, let's finish this month off on a 3-game winning streak. 7-3-2, I like that record. All right, I like that record, 7-3-2. I don't like 6-4-2. So we're 6-6 basically. All right, better start than last year's, much better start than last year, but still not the greatest. Okay, but it is still early, so it's kind of hard to tell. At least we are in a playoff spot. It's still very early. All right, and so things aren't too bad right now. Don't worry. Don't be going crazy just yet. But let's check out the team standings, the player stats, all that good stuff. See where we stand. All right. So goals for per game, we are 16th. So we got to start scoring some more goals. Oh my God, my freaking nose! And I've ran out of tissue paper. We gotta freaking wrap this up. Goals against average 2.5. All right, 10th in the NHL, so not bad. Power play percentage 21st in the NHL, so that's got to get a lot better. Where's penalty kill? Penalty kill percentage, that's gotta get a lot better. So special teams in general have just got to get a lot better. All right. Home record pretty good. Away record haven't really played just yet. Okay, so special teams is definitely a focus that we got to look for going forward. It is still early, but still we could make some changes. All right, remember we have Jonathan Drouin on the PK, so maybe we should just put our 2-way forwards and our power forwards out there. And when it comes to individual stats, all right, so that first line, yeah, they're doing good. Henrik Sedin, 16 points in 12 games. Daniel Sedin, 12 points in 12 games, and Jonathan Drouin, 10 points in 12 games, okay? So the first line is doing their job. Booth has got 10 points, Gerby's got 10 points, Kessler's only got 6. So the second line's doing their job except for Kessler. He could be a little bit higher up there. But then we basically have no third line scoring. So it doesn't even matter with Schrader in there. You know, Schrader as that third line center. I put him in there to get goals. He's not good defensively. Look at his stats. He's not the greatest defensively. And if he's not getting points, then maybe he should go back down to the minors and we should get a better defensive player. You know what I mean? He's a -5. So again, if Schrader's not getting points, then he's useless there on the third line, okay? Cassian, LaRose, Hansen, Weiss, and Peverly, they can all not have any points because they give us a better defensive category. So that's one thing we can look at. Should Schrader go back down to the minors, and should we bring up Manny Malhotra? Peverly up to the third line center, Malhotra as the fourth line center. You know what I mean? We could make that change. But I'll wait for you guys to give me some opinions. Defensemen, yeah, 6 points for Edler and Tanev. All right. And goalies, Clint Windsor. Looks like Eddie Lack's got the better stats so far. All right. But remember, it is still very early, okay? So let me know what you guys think about the Year 4 Vancouver Canucks so far. We got a team that I think can make the playoffs, but we got to make sure that we don't fall behind. All right. So any changes that you guys feel that we should make, let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video.